You might assume that artificial intelligence regulation would start in Washington, with congressional hearings and federal agencies working through a careful process. But right now, the most consequential decisions about AI rules are being made in Sacramento, not on the National Mall. Two bills working through California's legislature could reshape how AI companies operate, not just in one state, but across the entire country. And the tech industry itself cannot agree on whether that is a good thing. In fact, it is deeply divided. The bills go by their legislative numbers, AB 3211 and SB 1047. If you are not a policy wonk, those names will not mean much on their own. But they address two of the most important questions in AI right now. One focuses on labeling. The other focuses on safety testing. Together, they represent two of the most discussed approaches to AI governance in America. And they have drawn sharply different reactions from the companies and researchers who actually build these systems. AB 3211 deals with provenance, which is a formal way of saying it asks whether AI-generated content should come with a label. The idea is straightforward. If an image, video, or text was created or significantly altered by artificial intelligence, you would know. The bill targets the spread of synthetic media, the kind that can make it harder to tell what is real and what is generated. Supporters see it as a basic transparency measure. Critics worry about how it would work in practice. SB 1047 takes a different approach. It focuses on the models themselves, specifically the largest and most powerful ones. The bill would require companies to conduct safety testing before releasing these systems to the public. The goal is to identify potential harms before they materialize. What could go wrong if a model were used in ways its creators did not intend? These are the kinds of risks the bill is designed to address. This is the kind of regulation that AI safety advocates have been calling for, and it has become one of the most debated proposals in the industry. What makes this moment unusual is how it has divided the tech world. The industry is not speaking with one voice, and that matters. Some companies and researchers support one bill but oppose the other. Some oppose both. Some support both but disagree on the specifics of how they should work. This is not a simple story of Silicon Valley versus regulators. It is a genuine disagreement about what responsible AI development actually looks like, and how much government oversight is appropriate at this stage of the technology. Here is why these bills matter beyond California's borders. The state is home to most of the companies building advanced AI systems. When California sets rules for how those companies operate, the effects do not stop at the state line. Companies typically do not build separate products for one state. They build one version that complies with the strictest rules they face anywhere in the country. That means California's decisions often become the de facto national standard, whether other states like it or not. The same pattern has played out before with privacy and environmental rules, or I could follow the same path. Governor Gavin Newsom has shown that California is thinking about AI beyond these two bills. In May of 2026, he issued an executive order directing state agencies to prepare workers and small businesses for AI-driven changes in the economy. The order was effective immediately. It did not create new regulations itself, but it told agencies to study the problem and get ready. That order was separate from the legislation, but it signals that the state's leadership sees AI regulation as a multifaceted challenge. These bills are part of a larger picture. So where does this leave you? You will likely encounter AI-generated content more often in the coming years. It is already in your social media feeds, your search results, and maybe your inbox. You will also rely on AI systems for more of your daily tasks, at work and at home. The questions California is wrestling with right now are questions you will eventually face yourself. Should you know when something was made by AI? Should someone be checking these systems for dangers before they reach you? The answers are not obvious, and reasonable people genuinely disagree. California will make its decisions soon. Other states will watch closely. The federal government will watch, and the companies building these systems will adapt to whatever rules emerge. The real question is not whether AI will be regulated. That seems increasingly certain. It is whether the rules we get will be the right ones and whether we will have a meaningful voice in shaping them. Because these are not just rules for tech companies. They are rules that will affect how you see information and how you trust what you encounter online.